being from Canada, I love to buy products that are designed and made in Canada. When I go abroad, go China where I normally live, it's nice to have things that remind you of home and show other people where you're from. When people ask you questions like, oh, where'd you get that? You can kind of have a little story to tell. So for example, the shirt I'm wearing right now is from a brand called Parlor 23. Now this is a really nice sneaker shop in Toronto. Look them up. They have great designs, great clothes, and they resell all types of shoes. So make sure to check them out. I will be making a video about them in the near future. But right now, we're going to focus on one brand that pretty much everyone knows, even if you're not Canadian, because it was made famous by the rapper Drake. Obviously, it's his brand, October's very own, also known as OVO. So let's see what I have here today. You can probably tell by the title of this video, it's a classic. Anyways, first off, I got the shipping label and I saw it came from Scarborough, which is a place in Toronto. And if you're from Toronto, if you know about Scarborough. Anyways, let's dive right in. Here's the box. I sliced it right open, and as soon as you slice it open, you see? The box has a nice, monochromatic OVO owl logo on it throughout the whole box. And then peeping out right at us, we had that classic OVO embroidered logo. Black and gold. I tell you, black and gold is one of those colorways that I just love. I also have my invoice. Now these things aren't cheap. My total after taxes Canadian was about $275 Canadian. What I understand, if you're American and you buy from the OVO site, they match it price for price. They just change the currency. So if I was paying $275 Canadian, you would possibly be paying $275 American. I don't know, quote me if that's wrong. Just a couple of friends of mine that were trying to order says that's how it was, and they were just not about to spend an arm and a leg on something like this. But like I said, I try to live abroad. Normally I live in China, so when I'm out there, I love to have things like that Wayne Gretzky jersey there, Toronto Raptors, this shirt, even if it's anything that reminds me of home or shows other foreigners, that's where I'm from, or even sparks up a story. So anyways, let's jump into this hoodie. We've been waiting too long. That's what you guys are at this video for. Let's see the quality, the fit, and all that. So I'm gonna rip open this plastic bag, nice and easy. First thing I like to smell the clothing to see what type of chemicals left were in the dyes or paint. It smells fresh, it's new. Wow, it's heavy. I would say this is a nice thing. It's not cheap quality. This is not like your regular, hoodie from your average store like the Gap or H&M or Zara or any of that. It's thick. It feels like it's double layered, so you can see by the stitching on the hoodie. Let's see. Can you see that? It's stitched all along the top. So the hoodie is probably 2 layers of material. It can kind of show you if I do that. You see? That's going to keep you warm. Look at the back of the hoodie. Sorry guys, it's really big. Nice, plain and simple. And then obviously we're going to jump to the front and see that big logo. There we go. Is this going to be my thumbnail? Who knows? Like this. Like this. Bring that up close. Hopefully you guys can see because I can barely see. And let me bring it up just so you can see the work on the embroidery. One last thing to check will be the insides. It is nice and fleece lined. Once again, this is not double layered on the inside, but the fleece definitely will keep you warm enough. I bought a size large. I'm 6 foot. I dropped some weight now. I'm only 160 pounds. But you can see you have 2 pockets at the front, on the left and right at the bottom. I don't believe they do not match and meet together. And the last thing we're going to look at is how the embroidery was placed on the inside as I flip this inside out. You can see nice and clean. You have a few tears where you see the embroidery might have run. You got a little string there, but otherwise, this is a great applique job. This embroidery was done perfectly. So OVO, even though it is a bit expensive, I really think it's worth it because there's a lot of other brands that sweaters are similar to that price, but the quality is way worse. So anyways, check it out. Instead of buying like a Montclair or, you know, a Balenciaga or a Balmain or anything like that, just try out OVO for once if you don't have a piece. This is probably the only piece I will ever buy, as I just wanted the classic black and gold with the owl. T-shirts I go a little bit different, but anyways, let me know what you guys think now. Let me throw this on and we'll have one last look. Alright, you can have a look here. Sorry the door is almost in the way, but the fit, it's actually pretty snug. The arms are nice and tight. I love the cut under the armpit, and that's something I find with me being tall and lanky, kind of slim, like a soccer player build. Sometimes it's hard for me to find something that cuts properly over the shoulder and under the armpit. I like the reach on it. It doesn't go up too much, and once again, it feels quality. Nice and thick. Put the hood on. Hood is the perfect size. It's not overly big that it hangs down in front of the eyes, but it's not too small you have trouble getting it on. One last look at the back. Anyways, let me get back. So there you have it, the OVO OG Owl hoodie. They re-release it now and then. This is, I think, the third release they've ever done with it. So you can go on Grailed or some other resale site and buy it for maybe $100, $200 more over retail if you really want it. Otherwise, just wait around for a bit and hopefully you can get lucky. Or get a different drop. You know, OVO has a lot of great drops with different brands, different collabs. Just check them out, OVO.com. Anyways, guys, take it easy.